Oh no no no. Oh yeah yeah yeah. Hey hey. Oh my goodness. Hey. Fit check, fit check, fit check. Um just I'm wearing this Calvin Klein shirt that I got like in the thrift bins basically at this event I went to, and it has a stain up here which is bothersome. But we can get past that, right? We don't have to look at it, chat. We don't have to look at it. I also like cannot see any detail in what I look like on camera right now because I'm not wearing my glasses. They are so dirty. Also at Zenny, I ordered just my normal glasses and they came blue light protected. Not that I like am against the blue light protection, love blue light protection. It's just that like I didn't order that. And I thought I was like having an existential crisis as to why everything in my life was yellow, and then I took them off. I'm like, oh, it's because they put the blue light on it when I didn't ask them to. Anywho, but yeah, that's my fit check, and I'm wearing jeans. um I'm also like, I don't have the symptoms of being sick, but it feels like one time that I lost my voice 2 years ago, and I don't want to be back in that position. That was the first and only time I ever drank tea, and it was absolutely disgusting. But yeah, breakfast check, guys. Who remembers the breakfast checks from 3 or 4 years ago? But I finished all the bacon. Yeah, I finished all the bacon. I finished all the bacon, and I had a bagel, and I had my coffee, and yeah, and now I'm drinking water just so I can like be quenched. Girl, I'm quenched. Me when I'm Ariana Grande. I literally have like fit check, breakfast check, sick check. Anywho, but yeah, that cold open aside, who misses the cold open aside? Honestly, like I know I don't really have any real fans out there, but if you've been listening since day one and you remember cold open aside, come on, come on. Anyways, okay, let's roll the intro because I have to tell you a story about the intro, guys, because honestly, I don't want to hide it anymore. But okay, let's roll the intro and then we'll jump right into it. It's the King, Not Queen podcast. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Welcome back to the King, Not Queen podcast. My name is Nina and I am your host. Welcome back. We are so back, chat. Okay, a little story time on the intro. So we all know that I created that intro. I'm a producer. Hey, 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 run me my degree, Berklee College of Music. But yeah, I produced the intro, and I took a podcast class last year and loved it. It was such a great class, and honestly, I took it just to refine my skills and to like get feedback on my podcast because I knew my podcast was good. I'm sorry, I know it's good, but I know it's good, and like there are definitely things I could fix about it, and I got so much feedback, which was greatly appreciated. I also learned how to edit using actual editing software, not just iMovie. Not that iMovie is like bad editing softwares, like using more professional editing software and being able to like put that on my resume. But the I played these like intercut songs in the class, just because like that's, don't mind my fridge, that's just a part of my podcast, right? And I included the yeah 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 because that's like an integral part of the intro. That's what makes the intro fun. And my professor didn't like the yeah yeah yeah, which was crazy. Raise your yeah yeah yeah. She didn't like the yeah yeah yeah, and I was like, huh? I was so confused because I was like, girl, like I know that like everybody I know likes the yeah yeah yeah. Like it's the auto tune of it all. Like that's what makes the intro, and she didn't like that. So I started cutting it out of my podcast, like just to follow feedback. But that's just like one of the examples of sometimes feedback can be wrong. Me when I don't like taking feedback. No, but I do. But like that just objectively was not a good take. Anywho, let's do a life recap because where have I been? Honestly, like when was the last time I did a true in the moment episode? Like it's been super duper long, but I'm just pulling up my statistics here. My previous episode that I just uploaded was the Gabby Han episode, which we'll talk about later, but that one was filmed in like March or April, I think, of last year, and edited all the way back then, and I just decided to post it last week. I literally just decided to post it last week because I was like, I want to start posting my podcast again. Let's just start the Gabby Hannah episode. I did not think I was gonna get canceled. But yeah, and then yeah, the last one I truly posted in the moment was the I'm starting a Plain White Tees resurgence, the previous artist spotlight. Yeah, so I haven't really been here in the moment, guys. Y'all don't know what I've been up to. Absolutely nothing. But yeah, let's talk about it. My fall 2025, like my true time post grad. I graduated in May of 2025. Yuck. And in the fall, I was working still on campus, and I was a library assistant. It was so fun. I was living my library moment. My little office was so cute. I had my little librarian glasses. I was so obsessed with like finding librarian outfits. Like that was like my whole like aesthetic and personality was like librarian in office. But yeah, just kind of living my life post grad, but like it was having a real job and waking up and commuting every day and dealing with the commute and the MBTA always being down. But also like still living in like it's still very like not real life yet, simply because I still live at home. Like I was still surrounded by like that college energy just because I was still on campus all the time, and also visiting places on campus and still being in the area quite often. But now that job is over, it was like a little contract thing. I'm back at home and I am unemployed, and in the job market, honestly, I could do a whole deep dive into why I hate the job market right now. It's just like we've lost all common courtesy. Like we're not, I'm saying we, like I'm part of hiring crews, but like just as a society, we aren't like so like overwhelmed that we can't just say yes or no, like just yes or no, you know what I mean, instead of just like ghosting people. Like if I showed you my spreadsheets of all the jobs that I've applied to and all the ones that are saying like nothing, like that I have no updates on, is ridiculous. And honestly, I'm waiting for the class action lawsuit about that, because something about that just seems like illegal. Like you can't just leave people hanging like that. Or am I like not in the real world? Like I feel like this wasn't a thing back in the day. It's giving like a college not responding to you. That's what it feels like. Jobs are as serious as college. Like why are we not am I out of touch? Like I just feel like it's so like annoying. And am I the only person that feels like this? I did travel to, where'd I go? Oh, I went to California in August before I started like my like full-time contract job basically, and that was really fun. And I just kind of figured out like not a long time ago, but for a while I thought I was this California girl and I wanted to be like LA and blah blah blah. And like no. No, simply because I have my thoughts and opinions about cars and driving and like my fear of driving, that I don't like it. I don't like it. And I don't want to need to have a car. And call me what you want, but I love the greater Boston area simply because I don't need to have a car. And I can rely on like cheap Ubers and the MBTA somewhat, and like the commuter rail, and you know, getting places within 2 hours. Like to me, I'm satisfied. Am I upset sometimes I don't have a car? Of course. Like I would love to just like drive into different places without having to like be on a timetable, you know what I mean? But like my latest experience in LA did show me that I would never live out there. I'm so Boston in my core to the day I die. Like I honestly, like I will be here for you, Boston. I also like, I had been telling myself, it sounds like I'm crying, I'm not. I had been telling myself that I really wanted to get back into vlogging and making different TikToks, and of course podcasting, just because I found so much like therapy in that, and like those are the things that I like to do. Thinking like broad scale and like my hopes and dreams with that stuff, I don't think I could ever do this like full time. Like it's fun, but like there is an impact to it, but something about like having that 9 to 5 stability in life and like doing something on the side feels so much better than like the stress of this being a career. I want to get back into those things because I truly loved it, and I've loved it since the day that I started. Just finding joy in those things again to distract me from all the other things happening in my life, because like those things could just like drag me down. Nobody can drag me down. Okay. But that's it for like the weekly recap, life recap. I'm actually like I'm like just starting to like plan out my weeks more and like getting out of the house, because that's what I like need to be doing. But next week I'm so excited because I'm planning on going to like this like thrift craft store, and it literally is right off of the commuter road, which makes me so excited because I don't have to like do much walking. But I had another plan for next week and now I forgot what it was. But yeah, okay, that's it for the weekly recap. Honestly, like, remember back in 2024 when I was like, I'm gonna stop having my podcast so structured and all the jump cuts, interludes, because blah 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 blah. Honestly, that's what I really liked about the podcast. Like, let's be honest, I liked doing my little dance to the little interludes and having like an easy structure to follow. Like, that was fun, ? But yeah, let's do that then. I need to then find all the files then with the music, because I don't know where they are. Okay, let's jump into bad movie and TV show review. Hit it.
Bad movie and TV show review. Bad movie and TV show review. Sometimes they're good though.
Bad movie and TV show review. Okay. Honestly, if you asked me how I made any of those theme songs, I literally couldn't tell you. I think it was like a fever dream when I made them. Anywho, okay. Let's talk about, I have 4 things to talk about. Number 1 is this movie I watched last night on Tubi called Kissing is the Easy Part, featuring Asher Angel, Andy Mack, like what? Asher Angel and Paris Baleric, or I don't know, the girl from Mighty Med or whatever that show is. And honestly, pretty good, not too bad. I couldn't help but think of their age gap and why we're still making like high school movies like this. Like, we could, it's so frustrating because like just have kids be kids, but then at the same time, like, I can somewhat suspend my disbelief, not really. Like when they were like, oh, who's this little kid? And he's like, yeah, that was me last year. And he's like this big buff dude. Like, come on, like that don't happen, mama. That don't happen, mama. But Asher Angel, I didn't know we were doing all that. I wasn't aware we were doing all that Asher Angel, but I enjoyed my screen. I don't know. It's something about still doing high school movies, not them acting in high school movies, but why we as a society keep doing high school movies. Like, let's like progress to college. Let's progress to like just real life. We're like 19. I work at the like corner store, and then the other person like a rich daughter. You know what I mean? Like, let's just do that. Why does the setting have to be high school right now? Like, why do we have to keep doing that? Because there were some things that were like, this is happening in high school, and then it felt very rushed. Like, I was watching and like, okay, we 2 montages. I'm like, how long does this take place over? Also, like, am I tripping, or are you supposed to take the SAT during your junior year? Am I crazy for that? Like, am I crazy for that? I literally thought you're supposed to take your SAT during junior year, and Miss Paris Barelic was taking it in the fall, I'm pretty sure. Like, in the fall of her senior year. Am I crazy? Aren't you supposed to be applying to college during then? Is my timeline off? Like, I was a little bit confused. Why am I asking so much of this movie? It's literally a Tubi movie. Also, like, flashing back to when this time I was like scrolling on TikTok and I saw the behind the scenes of them filming this movie. Like, it felt so unserious when I seen that scene. I was like, wait, I've literally seen this before. The movie was like a little bit off. It felt like that one Fine Bros movie, F the Prom. Like, the acting felt off in that sense, but at the same time, like, why was the direction somewhat good? Like, some of the scenes looked like they were shot on film, like, or like they had that like texture being shot on film, and I was like, am I taking this seriously? Like, I couldn't tell. I don't know. And also, like, no one's questioning why her parents are like, why the main character's parents are just like unable to be parents, or like why they weren't held more accountable for what they did, and why like the the son Sean, like, who was like doing the she's all that of it all, or he's all that of it all, was like, why was there so much punishment for him and not her parents? Like, the parents are the ones bribing the son. Like, that's weird. And they received zero consequences. Like, even Sean's mom was more mad at him and, like, her daughter, who was just, like, literally 14 years old and got played by an 18-year-old. Like played as in, got played, like, player. Like, she got played by an 18-year-old, and the mom was more mad at her 14-year-old daughter than, like, the 40-year-old parents of, like, of the main character. Like, I'm just so confused why they receive no consequences. Anyways, okay, moving on from that, we have this TV show that I also watched last night called The Beauty on FX and Hulu, and I'm falling for the Ryan Murphy recipe once again. Like, I don't know if you guys remember, and I don't know if this was, like, during my time of the podcast, but I was, like, heavily into American Horror Story. Like, I was starting from the beginning, and I got, like, I think 3 seasons in, and then I stopped watching because it got kind of scary. But, like, I am a sucker sometimes for Ryan Murphy, and this show is actually pretty good in a sense. The thing that's really holding it together for me is Evan Peters, because I don't know what they did to him. Like, I don't know what they did to him, but he, like, is like, they're not giving him the beauty because he is the beauty. Like, whoever they turn Evan Peters into, I'm sad, because how can it get better? How can it get better? Who is Evan Peters playing the ugly version of? You know what I mean? Like, Ben Platt being an ugly version of somebody is crazy. Or, like, half the people that they've shown being an ugly version is insane. Like, even, like, the main girl character, I forgot what her name is, Jordan, I think. Her original actress was beautiful, and they turned her into this, like, she got the beauty, so she turned into somebody else. So I'm like, she was supposed to be ugly? And I hate to use the word ugly. Like, that just feels so, like, blah. You know what I mean? Okay, anyways, and then Ashton Kutcher is also in the show, and he, like, I don't really know him from anything, really. Like, I know he was, like, in that, like, in that 70s show or whatever, but what else has he been in that I've seen? I feel like I just know of him, you know what I mean? Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked, but he's not a good actor. Are we supposed to know this about him? Like, he's not a good actor. And, like, I don't know, some of the things he was saying last episode, he was like, OMG, that slays. It was, I don't know if, like, that's, like, him being a bad actor, or he's, like, doing, I was just confused. Okay, 2 more things. We have Tell Me Lies. The finale was on Tuesday, so spoiler warning. Spoiler warning, I love Wrigley so much. That is my king. He can do things wrong, and that's okay, because he, like, acknowledges his things that are wrong about him. He's not, like, oblivious to them, and I'm just so happy that he told on Steven, because I can't stand Steven, and he gives me, like, trauma, and I didn't even date him, and he gives me trauma. Like, I'm just so traumatized by Steven, and I'm scared I would ever have a Steven. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the fact that people have their Steven is scary. Like, I don't even, like, things are bad, but that bad that you have a Steven? Oh my god, I'm so scared to ever find my Steven, and I'm not trying to manifest that for myself. Not that I experienced this type of chaos in my college experience, but I can see this type of chaos, like, happening. Like, everyone's like, oh, this is so, like, impossible. Not impossible, like, this is so unrealistic. Like, this would never happen, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, guys, I've seen things happen. Like, this can happen, guys. So I just don't know why people are so like, oh, this would never happen, blah, blah. I'm like, yes, and there's a Steven out there that is terrorizing a friend group. So don't let that be your friend group. I need to, like, get up right now. Hold on. And then just my last thing is that Jackson White, who plays Steven, his switch over to, like, eyes glazed, like, turtle body activated voice change is so, like, give him an award. Give him and Grace Van Patten an award for, like, their acting. Like, why has this show never been nominated for an Emmy? It's so equal, though, to Connor Story transforming into Ilya, because he is not Ilya in the slightest. Obviously, the accent is there, but if you stripped away the accent and just, like, his mannerisms as Ilya compared to Connor are so different. Like it's so fun to watch people who like care about the craft, you know? But also like there's a very fine line of caring about the craft and like being Jared Leto. So like, and I feel like Jackson White gets that, dare I say. My last point is about the pit. Episode 7 tonight, Dr. Fine Abbott. Dr. quote Fine Abbott is back this episode, and I'm so excited. And he has that like army vest on. He's like in the SWAT, like, oh my goodness, he's so back. We love Dr. Abbott. But yeah, okay. Let's move to Artist Spotlight.
Artist Spotlight. Yeah.
Yay! Artist Spotlight. Okay, just to clarify with what's going on with Artist Spotlight, if there's been a boogie in my nose, we're just gonna ignore that. Okay. Artist Spotlight will still be its own dedicated show when I want to talk about like one artist the entire episode, i.e. Gabby Hanna, Ed Sheeran, Plain White T's, Sabrina Carpenter. Like that is still going to happen, but I'm still gonna have this segment because there is like weekly music stuff that I always want to talk about. So we're gonna start off with my top 3 songs this week, and at least honestly for like the past someone's looking at me for like the past like 3 weeks we have like it's ranging from this week to like the past 3 weeks, but we have Wide Awake by Katy Perry. Ooh, sue me, okay, whatever. I did rediscover it from TikTok. This song has been one of like 2 Katy Perry songs in my library. This has been one of the songs that's always been there for me for Katy Perry. So Wide Awake and Rise, like those are the 2 songs in my Katy Perry portfolio on Apple Music. Okay, I don't want to hear it. Do I do the thunder rumble? Like, am I doing all that? No. But do I want to harmonize sometimes with the song? Sure, I sure do, and I'll be in the shower doing that. But something about that challenge that makes me angry and makes me so upset is that why are we yelling? Why are we yelling? It's bothersome. Stop. Then we have Au Pays du Cocaine by Geese from their album Getting Killed that came out last year. I have some complicated feelings about Geese just because whatever, and not in like that I don't like them things, like they bring up some memories for me. But this song, when I tell you, I can just like you can't see this if you're listening, but I just be like pounding the ground when I'm on the train listening to this song because nobody gets me like you. Like, actually nobody understands me. I love this song, and I heard it on SNL and I was like, I think I'm in love. Speaking of love, then we have Another Love by Tom Odell, and such an old song. I think it's like 14 years old, but it's so good. All my tears have been used up. So good. And if you haven't heard the Billie Eilish like cover of it at her concert, what are you doing? Like, I love her. And I think he opened for her, and everyone was like, what's he doing opening for Billie Eilish, blah blah blah. I'm more than happy to be like, I did not know of him before like I heard of this song, and like I only know him from this song. Speaking of Billie Eilish, I'm rediscovering Happier Than Ever because I used to ever since Hit Me Hard and Soft came out, I've been ranking her discography as Hit Me Hard and Soft, When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go, and then Happier Than Ever, like for her albums. And honestly, like it's just because I never found it to be a cohesive album. And I was talking to someone that was like, yeah, but like not every album needs to have a story. It needs to have like this complete like thing going on, blah blah blah. And like I sat there and like was listening to them being like, yeah, you're right. Though I do like not that every album needs to be that way, but there should be though. Like there should be something connecting why you're putting out this body of work. Like it shouldn't just be you're just putting out like songs that don't make sense together. You know what I mean? Even like Cardi B can have like all these like random songs that don't fit together, but then at the end of the day it's like, am I the drama? You know what I mean? Like, or like Invasion of Privacy, and it's like her rise and come up and all this like good, or like I don't know why I started with Cardi B, that was weird, but like just like just to talk about a different genre, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like there should be some sort of cohesiveness, and not that it needs to be this full, like, story and, like, motifs and stuff that, you know, Billie Eilish did with Hit Me Hard and Soft, or that it needs to be, like, Cowboy Carter have this big, grand, large message, but, like, there should be some sort of story to it. And everyone talks about how, like, or even Billie herself says, like, that Hit Me Hard and Soft just, like, doesn't make sense as an album. But, like, if you go back to it and think about it, it literally is about, like, growing up, mama. Like, it's literally about growing up. Which, like, and now, and it's, like, her when she was, I think she was, like, 20 or 21 when it came out. And, like, not that I'm 20 or 21, I'm literally turning 23 this year, but, like, it's the fact of the matter of, like, going through a growing up stage in your life, which is, like, what I'm currently going through, and like, growing up stage of, like, I don't have school to be, like, the first thing on my mind anymore, and, like, be my whole entire personality be school. Like, I don't have that anymore now that I'm an adult, but something about that transition is literally what Happier Than Ever is about. Like, am I happier than ever? Like, questioning if you're happier than ever when you are happier than ever than when you're not. Like, oh my god. And, like, if you go back and listen to the album, it literally is about getting older, and, like, whirlwinds, and what is this feeling I'm feeling, and, like, dealing with this thing, and, like, being your own person, and, like, going back and forth with things that you thought about when you were a kid and we think about now, and, like, different traumas you've been through. Like, that's literally what the album is about. Oh my goodness. It's and then when you think about it in that lens, it's so good. And I always return to Male Fantasy being my favorite track off of that album, just in, like, listening to it now and, like, reflecting on it as, like, a grown person now. Like, that song will always mean so much to me, and will always mean something different for me, different, like, stages of my life. And then Your Power is just so good, and then, like, it's everything is so good on that album, and just it means so much to me now. Like, it's just, sometimes you just have to, like, grow up in order to understand an album. And not that I grew up magically in between, like, graduating and living whatever this life is now, but, like, there is, like, a piece of me that feels, like, unlocked, and I can, like, whoa, this album now means, like, something different. And that's why I love music. I love music so much. I love music. Let's move to Taking a Scroll.
Taking a scroll, ayy, taking a scroll, yeah.
Let's talk about two things. Actually, let's, like, really hone in on this thing for a second. My response to the Gabby Hanna hate. Guys, well, actually, also, go watch my video where I address this. It's in, like, my Valentine's Day vlog. But as far as I knew when I posted that video, Gabby Hanna was gone from the internet. Like, she was not posting. I, like, had seen, like, a few things where she was, like, doing, like, Christian girl, like, music or whatever, and that she just recently got married. But other than that, she was not posting on YouTube. I don't follow her on Instagram. Like, after that whole, like, I just don't follow her on Instagram. And it didn't seem like she was that active on TikTok. Like, I wasn't seeing anything about her or whatever, and, like, nobody was talking about her. And I was like, I'm super proud of this, like, piece of work that I assembled last year, and I really want to post it and, like, talk about, like, music that got me through my high school experience. Like, God forbid. And I spoke in that video about, like, the controversy, and, like, I didn't speak, and to be honest, being so honest, I didn't speak enough about, like, the controversy and, like, what she did and what she didn't apologize for. Like, I didn't speak about that. I did say there are millions of videos about that stuff, and no videos talking about her music and giving her feedback on the music. And I wanted to be that video that did do that, and without being, like, without going so much into her drama that everyone knows about, but then also acknowledging that drama is a big part as to why her music succeeded and then didn't succeed. And I addressed some of those things in that video. And, like, I got so many, like, this is the most engagement I've ever gotten on anything. I got so many comments being like, girl, like, this was not the time. What do you mean this is not the time? What do you mean that this is not the time? I did not time it to come out with her resurgence on the internet and, like, relitigating basically all of her drama and stuff. I didn't time it that way. How was I supposed to know an hour after my video that she was gonna come back with the podcast where she was, like, spewing off, like, all these things or whatever about the drama with Trisha and, like, Jessie Smiles? Or, like, how was I supposed to know that that was gonna happen? Like, I didn't. Like, unless I'm just magic. And also, this isn't the first time this happened with Gabby Hanna. I, like, filmed a video one time where I was like, why I quit YouTube. An hour later, she posted the same thing. So we're on some sort of, like, wavelength with each other. Like, we're connected. We have, like, that mental link with each other, like, to start posting at the same time. Like, we also both post our podcast on Fridays. Not that there aren't a million other podcasts that also post on Fridays, but, like, we're connected in that way. Whatever. But, like, people coming at me like I don't know that Gabby Hanna's problematic. Like, we know that Gabby Hanna's problematic. All I said is that I liked her 2019 music, and I titled the video in a way that was gonna grab people's attention. Is that my fault? Yeah. Should I have said she should be a bigger artist? Probably not. Like, I was doing the play off of the Charlie Puth thing, but yeah, like, that definitely was giving, like, I'm sitting here defending Gabby Hanna, which, like, wasn't my, like, what I was doing. I was talking about the music that I liked. But yeah, the timing was crazy on that. The timing was so crazy. And then there was somebody in my TikTok comments that's, like, posted screenshots of, like a WhatsApp Patreon channel, like, text message Discord channel, basically, with Gabby, allegedly with Gabby Hanna, and I don't even know if it's real or not, but it was, like, this account that was freshly made that only, like, their profile picture was these screenshots. The only posts that they had were these screenshots, and they posted that in my comments. Like, low-key, that was scary because I'm nobody. Like, why are you posting that in my comments? It was, like, low-key kind of scary, and I was like, okay, you're blocked too, because that's weird. But that's me addressing the Gabby Hanna hate. I honestly, like, I just, like, there's never gonna be a good time to talk about it, because, like, what she's saying is right, is that she'll never get past this, because it is, like, she did do a lot of things wrong, and, like, I don't think anyone's ever gonna forgive her. So there really is not gonna be, like, a good time to post it, like, the kind of video that I posted that's praising her old music. Like, there'll never be a good time, whatever, and, like, that's what the person said. So I completely get that. But yeah, it was just crazy that I'm like, guys, I don't, do you guys even know who I am? Like, I'm not even a real person. And I'm like, wow, was I getting so much hate? Oh my god. And someone's like, wow, you, like, this video was trash. I'm like, this video is objective, like, ignoring who the person is. It is a well put together edited video. I don't want to hear about it. Anyways, that's all I have for taking a scroll. In closing, we're so back. I'm planning on every Friday for the podcast, whether that be a dedicated artist spotlight episode or just an episode of the King Not Queen podcast. Honestly, it makes more sense for me to do, like, this version of the podcast every other week, just so I can, like, rack up things to talk about. And then the artist spotlight is, like, easier to put together, like, research wise. But I have a lot of artist spotlights technically, like, in the can, but I have to, like, re-record them so that they have video. But the Charlie Puth episode, I am planning on when his album comes out, which is sometime in March, I believe. So I will focus on that in, like, the coming weeks. I might release the Brockhampton episode and re-record that one for next week. That's it for today's podcast. Thank you so much for listening and for watching. You can watch the podcast if you're listening right now. You can watch it on youtube.com/Nina King. And there's the video version there. You can listen to the audio version on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, most places where you can listen to podcasts. I exist. Please leave a review on the podcast, like that. I think that helps or something. I actually don't know what that does, but a lot of people say, oh, it helps. Leave a review. Let people know how you feel about my podcast. Sorry, it's got a message. Okay. Let people know how you feel about the podcast. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Go follow me on TikTok at king.notqueen. Also on TikTok at gem_underscore cast for like all my crochet and knitting and some lifestyle things like coffee. I do a lot of coffee stuff on there. Make sure to watch my vlogs. I have like 6 or 7 vlogs that you guys can watch in the meantime. And they're all pretty entertaining and funny, and I don't have a lot of things going on right now. I'm like pretty bored, so I'm like coming up with things to do, and a lot of them are just like the same angle of my house of me making coffee, me eating, me saying I'm gonna go edit, and me going to buy a coffee, and me going to Walmart and then doing it all over again. Like that's just like basically what all the vlogs are, which I enjoy editing those. But yeah, thank you so much for listening. I'll see you guys next week, potentially for the Brockhampton episode. I don't want to make too many promises. Other than that, I'll see ya. Peace. Bye, bye, bye. Yeah.